Can you say to the world, you're not giving him a title? Just tell people and then they'll understand.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Amy Serrano, yes like the pepper if you are new. In today's video, we are going to be doing Meghan Markle's makeup look from The Interview. To be honest, I did not watch the Meghan Markle Oprah interview, but I did catch a few little clips here and there. Definitely got some memes, you know, some TikToks. And actually, this was a suggested video. Somebody left a comment, so thank you. If that was you, you should do Meghan Markle's interview makeup because it really was just chef's kiss. I really love this makeup. I feel like this makeup look is perfect for like literally any occasion. I feel like it's really skin-like and natural, but those eyes, that eye makeup, ugh, I can't wait to get into it. So let's just go ahead and start with this face prep. I did want to use like kind of affordable items in here, so that's kind of what I'm going to be keeping most of, but it's not necessarily drugstore. I'm going to start by prepping my face. I really want to get the skin nice and right, because it really looked like she didn't have any makeup on, hardly any foundation. Like I'm pretty sure it was like a BB cream or like a skin tint or something around those lines, like just very lightweight. You could see like all her freckles and stuff, and not to be mistaken, and I've said this for years, okay, I always was like, I wonder what I would look like if I was a guest on the Oprah show, because I'm going to be using some moisturizer next. I was just using this guy by Cosrx. Amplifies a little bit of glow, and I'm so dry right now, so I need all of the moisture that I can so I get a nice skin, like not flaky looking skin. The guest that appeared on the Oprah show when it was obviously still airing, everybody looked so flawless, and I'm like, I just wonder what I would look like. Obviously, this was years ago, literal years ago. I was a child. I didn't know about beauty filters back then. So yeah, they definitely use a beauty filter, and you can definitely tell the difference in some photos. As I was researching, you know, the makeup look, just so I have like a nice reference, I was like, why does it look like her freckles show here and here it doesn't? And then some of them it looked like she had hella concealer, and then some didn't. So it's obviously a beauty filter. Like I said, I did not watch the interview. I'm still trying to find it, to be honest. I definitely was interested, and I realized that I missed it. So I will be using a BB cream. This is by Eyebrow. So I'm just gonna put a bit and just lightly tap where I kind of have the most scars and whatnot. I'm gonna take this brush. This is actually from Revlon. I'm just gonna buff all of that into the skin. Nice light coverage. And I'm not even gonna be using concealer today. The photos that she doesn't have a filter on, you can like see her expressions, and it's really refreshing actually to see. So it's such a bummer that a lot of it looks like all of her freckles and stuff are covered up, but they really weren't. I'm gonna be using one of my favorite drugstore products, brow products. This is from Maybelline. I feel like Maybelline has some of the best eyebrow products. It just looks like they're barely filled in. Obviously when I do these like get the looks, I never alter my face to really look like them. I'm just kind of applying the same makeup on my face. So I'm not gonna be tweezing my brows or, you know, I'm not gonna like block out my brows to get her brows. But yeah, it's just like a barely there fill-in and really groomed into place. No feather brow, no Instagram brow, just enough to look neat and groomed, which I'm a fan of. I feel like even mine look best like that, even though I do like a feather brow. Just kind of filling in my brow, the scars that I have through there. Let's just jump right into the eyes. She definitely has a strong smoky eye, which I'm a fan of. I love that she went a little bit, I don't want to say edgier, but definitely more bold, more strong. I feel like everything about this makeup look just to me screams confident and bold. I mean, it's also her demeanor, so it could be the two playing off of one another for sure. I love using makeup as a form of expression. I really wanted to use this. This is a caviar stick by Laura Mercier. It's called Burnish Bronze. And I feel like she did have something like that, but because we do want to keep it kind of drugstore or just a little bit more affordable, I thought we could use this. I love these pencils by Revlon. They're from the So Fierce collection, and they're vinyl eyeliner. So I'm just gonna kind of like go through the eye kind of messily. They do kind of dry down fast, like they're pretty long wear, so you definitely have to work in quick layers. We're just gonna lay that on, and this is just gonna be our base, and we'll go over it with a bit of eyeshadow. And then we're gonna go into the same collection. I love this collection, like I already said, and this is just the black shade. Go right inside the waterline and just kind of tapping it right underneath. Flat eyeliner brush. We're just gonna start blending it out, smudging it out. Just connect it right up top, about halfway. So we're gonna go ahead and go all the way around. You also wanna go right up in here. I always have such a hard time doing this, but yeah, just line the waterline. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of start this eye as well. And now we can start adding the shadow. So I'm gonna be using the Spice palette. This is from Rimmel, and it has a lot of these colors that look like she was wearing, like a very bronzy rum kind of color with some chocolatey tones as well. So I'm gonna start at this shade, and I'm gonna go right on top of this kind of messy liner that we did. I like using these little 90s sponge. They actually do come in handy. There's actually this palette that I want to try as well. Kimchi Beauty. And I feel like there's a lot of nice colors that we can use here as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip right into chocolate and push it right here. Just adding layers to it. Smoke that out. So hers did look like it was a little bit packed more right here with a deeper color. I'm just gonna take a hint. I always like to do this. I do a hint of black and then I'll go with the dark brown. Together, we can just pack that on right here. So it's like a smidge darker than the brown that we're putting on. Brings in some of that black. And just push it into the crease, like a little V in the corner. Very like traditional, I feel, kind of smoky eye. We are gonna add some shimmer though, so let me finish up this other eye and we can move on. I'm gonna take this shade here called Natural and just kind of dust it on the eyelid up here, just right above, and it kind of helps to blend. I just feel like it finishes off the eye so perfectly. With my finger and the shade Rich, pay attention to these names. It did look like it had a bit of sheen, and it almost looked a bit like this kind of shade, like a rum. Diffuse it all together so it looks cohesive. There's a shade here called Copper. I'm just gonna tap that and go right on top of it too, because this one looks a little too burgundy, right? But when we mix them, I feel like it looks right now. Another really great palette, and I wonder if that's what she had on, is the Charlotte Tilbury. It's called the Vintage Vamp, and these shades would look stunning as well. I'm gonna take chocolate again and just finish off the top here. A little sponge, 90s sponge into Copper, the shimmer, and then just push it right in here. And we're gonna go in with so much mascara that it's gonna really give us that same effect that Meghan had, I hope. I got carried away a little bit. I feel like hers was actually more kind of aligned with her eyes. It's not like super dragged out. Even though I feel like she's not wearing a ton of concealer, because I me pasé a little bit, I'm just gonna use a little tiny dash just to help blend that out, and it looks a little bit more clean and more like hers, basically. Okay, everything is gonna come together with mascara. I always say this, but because we do have, I feel like my eye is closed now that I have so much eyeliner, so I'm just gonna curl my lashes. This is an eyelash curler from e.l.f. I'm scared. Okay, so we're gonna curl these. Ow, I pinched like some face hair. Well, look at my eye. Don't look at me. I might use two. I don't know yet. I need to see. I haven't used this one in a while, but I remember loving this. This is from Essence. It's real thick, and I want like a bold lash. This one is the Extreme Curl and Volume. I'm also gonna top that off with a few coats of this Almay thickening mascara, and she definitely had bottom mascara as well. So we have our eyes. Let's move on to probably my favorite part of her makeup look. I love how bold the blush was. I know the eyes were really good, but the blush, yeah, close second. Anyways, I'm gonna be using this shade here. I think it's pretty good from what I remember when I last used this color. This is the shade Mic Drop. Again, pay attention to the names. I'm gonna concentrate it right here Yeah, that seems like a good match. And she has such good cheekbones. I'm so jelly. And it's really concentrated just right in this region here. You see how mascara really like just changes the eyes? Now they look like that intense kind of vibe. I do feel like I want to smoke this out a little bit. Almost looks like too much. I also have like a lot of little mascara residue. I think we need to go in with like a bit more blush. Okay, I honestly cannot help myself but to deliver a Rare Beauty blush moment because I just feel like this one is it. Sorry, but it's gonna be good. This one is like the perfect freaking color. And it just blends out so much better than the ColourPop ones. I'm sorry. Wow, we're talking Meghan blush. Bold, and this one is in the shade Grace. I think this is another really nice little option if you like powder blush. This guy here, these babies are so good, and you get a highlighter with it. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this highlighter and apply it right at the cheekbones. Little glow. This sponge is also by e.l.f. that I would totally recommend. It does look like she has glow down her nose too, so I'm gonna add that. So we're just gonna give this a final little groom. Okay, time for the lips. It's just like the perfect little nudie pink. First, I'm gonna take this by Revlon. It's like this really pretty pink. I just wanna see what that looks like. And yeah, I always like to kind of do that to my lips. Use my finger to blend. It doesn't look like she has gloss or anything. It looks pretty matte. I'm gonna take a little alcohol. Let me just see what this is. This is like so matte. There's like literally no shine when you use this. It looks pretty good. I also was thinking of using this little baby by Honest Beauty. Name. Oh, I think it'll work. You can just dab it so it looks more like a stain. Are we done? Oh, the freckles. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of do some lightly here on my nose just to kind of give the Meghan Markle vibe. God, I feel like the freckles really made me kind of look like her. Weird. There was a lot of conversations. Oh, one last thing before I leave. I did want to say that I added a little bit of this, which is Glossier Like. It's perfect. It's the perfect Meghan Markle interview lip color. Okay, this is the finished Meghan Markle interview with Oprah makeup look. I really hope you found this helpful, entertaining. What? You like it? If you do, definitely leave a like. If you have any suggestions for any future Get the Looks, like I said at the beginning of this video, this was a suggestion, so thank you. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a playlist right here with other Get the Looks. And if you want to check out Meghan Markle's wedding makeup look, I did that one as well. So I'll leave that there for you to continue binging on my channel. Ciao.